Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for Put a Ring on It, Season 2, Episode 6. The foolishness continues. Okay, do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to also subscribe to my backup channel, Corner Talk. The link is in the description box below. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers and a whole bunch of watching views to get that channel monetized. We need backup channel just in case, okay? So do not forget to check the description box to follow that channel as well. It's a little bit of content on there now. I plan to load more content all this week. Okay, do not forget to also like this video, comment in this comment section. If you want, you can hit the little share button to share it on your social media. You can also remember to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you. And as always, inhale and exhale because it makes you feel better than yesterday and whatever. Okay, do not forget to follow me. Boom, I am here on my social media. On Twitter, it is JayLeesCorner. On CashApp, it's JayLeesCorner. Okay. On IG, it is J_Lees_Corner. Okay. But like the video, subscribe, like and subscribe or whatever. So again, let's get into this video, okay? We seen Alexia still talking about her not wanting to go on a date with Darian because she's pissed. Okay, she's pissed because he's still fool line with Kai's stuff, okay? And so I don't want to go on a date with him. I don't want to do that. Leave me be. And at Nicole, this, if you don't want to do that, and if y'all want to have a conversation later, that is fine. But do not forget the issues that y'all are having did not start with Kai, okay? The issues y'all are having did not even start with y'all being here, okay? It started elsewhere. But again, we can talk about that later on. But we do see because she was going to talk to both Darian and Alexia, but Alexia made the decision to have a one-on-one conversation with Dr. Nicole at the house on that couch. Now, her point was, she feels like whenever she's having a conversation, Darian never lets her speak. So she wants to have a one-on-one conversation to give her side of things clearly without being cut off, without being basically aggravated with Darian's foolishness. So she admits that, within the 14 years that she's been off and on with him, she has for sure lost her voice. Okay, because as she said, he's overbearing and he just consistently cuts her off and does not her talk. And when Dr. Nicole asked her, well, over the 14 years while y'all were broken up, was he having like full-fledged relationships? And she said, well, he'll never admit to it. Okay, he would never, ever admit it. But yes, because he had 3 children over the last 14 years. Because he had 3 kids while being on and off with her. I was like, girl. But she said he will always fuss and argue that she can't, bring that up because the times that happened, they were broken up. Where she felt like we broken up, but we're not moving on. We're still trying to see where it goes. But he felt like, okay, we're together. Let me bang whoever. And he got through from pregnant. Crazy. Now she brings up how, for her, she has always not well, at that point in time, she blamed herself. The reason we're not working out, the reason he's dating other people, the reason he's gotten 3 other women pregnant is my fault. Okay, because why? I'm overseas playing basketball, which I love to do. And because I'm not there, he out there fool line, begging other chicks, getting them pregnant, and it's my fault. So she made a choice to retire from basketball early because she wanted to fix their relationship. I'm like, girl, if it wasn't fixed and the year before, quitting your job that you love would not help. Okay. I don't think Darian ever did those things because she was there. He did them because she allowed him to, for one, and because he just do whatever. It wasn't her fault at all. And I really wish she would have known that and not left playing ball early because, again, you left playing ball, and at least at that point in time on the show, y'all still weren't married or in a positive, healthy relationship. Okay, but I'm going to leave that be too. Now, she brings up how they're together now. And when she tries to bring up the thing that she wants them to, move forward in the relationship, he shuts her down. He overtalks her, and she then just shuts down and then lets it go. So he knows how to push her to shut up. Okay, and I like Nicole saying, you can let him take over if you want, okay, or you can come back in this relationship, okay, find your own voice and state what you want, okay, the thing that you want to happen, you need to voice that, find your voice and fix it, okay. Now when Alexia brought up how, sometimes he's very disrespectful in the way that he shows love for her, and that also needs to be discussed. Again, I always say every week, she never brings up reasons as to why she's actually with him. What's good about it? What is the good part of this relationship? I think nothing. Okay. But again, she sat there, talked her talk, and gave the reasons as to why she wants to talk to him. Girl, okay. We then see Sean and LaRonda at home having a conversation about communication, okay? Because he feel like, well, I don't know, both of them feel like the other one does not communicate in the best way. So he brings up, okay, well, the issue I have with you, that I have with you, is that you move around, okay, as if you don't have anybody to listen to. Get my bracelet. Anyone to listen to. My dad is my dad's bracelet that I not found, but when I was unpacking stuff in my room, I had to put up. So this is my dad's bracelet. So that's if y'all want what it is. This is what it is. Anyway, but he brings up how, she move around as if she doesn't have anybody else to answer to because she's so used to not having to tell anyone where she's going, who she going with, what she doing, when she'll be back, and all these things. And he like, I wish she would be more forthcoming with what she's doing. Okay, you be going somewhere, you go on a little trip with your friends out the blue, you call me on FaceTime, say, hey, say hello, and it's two dudes in her room who were also on a trip, whatever. But me and my friends, we do things. We hang out, we take trips, we're spontaneous, okay? Her point is, this is what I do, but I'm not really doing anything like secretive. I'm just hanging out in these streets. And I do some things last minute, okay? But I always let you know what I'm doing. He's like, not always. Not always. So if I would just wish you would say, hey, I'm going to the bowling alley on Tuesday at 5 p.m. with Derek Jameson and Jack Daniels, and then also with Ruby, Rose, and Ray or whatever. And I'll be back home at around 7:15 p.m., maybe 7:17 p.m. Is that okay with you, boss? And I'm like, why does she have to give you the exact girl look? Hey, babe, go on bowling with so and so and so and so. We leave. I'll be back around sometime. And that's that. But why? He said, I need to say where you going, who you going with, and when you will. I'll be back later. I'll check in with you. So I'm like, I just don't like the whole, give me a blow by blow of all of this. I was like, boy, back. I don't mind the, hey, I'm going here with so and so. I'll be back later. I think that's enough to suffice. Okay. Anyway, so she then brings up her issue with him is that they don't fight fair. Okay, and she wants that fixed. And when he brings up, I fight with, it's less toxic when I fight because you be all, I'm saying, you're very vocal when you're pissed or whatever. And I don't say much in the moment. I get real quiet, like a little quiet church box. I'm like, he lying. Okay, he up here lying. And she said, well, no, that isn't true. You like to poke and say shit, okay, and do things just in a less emotional way, but you still do shit when we argue. Don't make it seem like you don't say anything. I may be more vocally loud than you, but you be on bullshit too. Don't just blame me, okay? He then brings up how, well, I feel like I think she said that sometimes when she tells him stuff, he will feel like what she's saying is off, and so she must be lying. So he'll call her a liar. So she said, I don't like being called a liar. He then said, well, I don't like being lied to. I was like, oh, Lord Jesus. He leave him right now. Now her date got there, whatever, and he didn't even let him in. Honey, let the man leave. I was like, but he said, I don't like it if we beefing or whatever. I don't want anyone else coming in our house, while we're into it, so he can just stay outside. I was like, you get on my damn nerves, okay? Now let's get to the dates, okay? So everyone had a date this week except during that. Okay. So first we seen Alexia and Monte on their second date. It was boring. When he seen her, you cool, you cool. Oh, I'm cool. Okay. Now we can hang out. I was like, okay, they not vibing. You know what I'm saying? He brings up how he used to do music. And she, oh, do you? Okay, because my dude do too. I'm like, does he still do music now? I'm gonna leave that be. But again, it was a regular day to me that did not lead anywhere. We then seen Jessica, okay, and her date, Monty, on their second date. They went like a little, what is it, hiking? I think it was hiking through the park or whatever, and they sat down by a little river. It was chit and chatting, we were having a little conversation, and he like, I like you. I like you. I was like, no, his name is Sean. This is Alexia and Monty. This is Jessica and Sean. Wrong name. Anyway, but again, I like you. I think we can date even more than this or whatever. I'm saying, you're real cool. I can already see you. I see you for who you are. I can see past all your. I'm like, it's y'all second date. What the fuck can you see on a second date? Not y'all don't spend that much. Girl, he landed on real thick. Okay, thick. Because I'm like, what? You see something, I see you. What do you see? I was like, girl, but I'm so happy he see me because all I wanted was for someone to see me. Anyone can tell you they see you. If you can't tell me what you see, you don't see me. Okay, you may see me standing here. Okay, she just pretty. I think he's stigmatized, not stigmatized. He's coochie-matized by her look. She's a beautiful woman. Anyway, but he like, I really like you. I really want to go on more dates with you, whatever. I'm like, girl. Anyway, but I'm listening to him. I like what he's saying. Okay, it's real cute. Get out my face, Jessica and Sean. Now, Sean, okay, goes on a date with Tyray or Tyray. I think it's Tyray or whatever. And she's a fashion model and entrepreneur. I'm like, okay. Now they did yoga, stretching their legs out, breathing to each other. I was like, oh, legs cocked open. Look like, look, what are you doing here? Now, Sean say we have a really strong connection. Okay, the energy is there with each other. I like her. I'm like, Sean always likes someone. Now, LaRonda went on a date with Derek, who's a bit older. I think he's in his 40s. I did not write his age down. And they went to dinner. And they were just chatting, talking about how, they both work in sales and marketing and advertising and everything. I'm saying he has children, but he said, I would not mind more, but only if I'm married. And, they both, and she brought up how because he was older, that when she first seen him, she was not attracted to him at all. But after talking to him, she liked him. He became more attractive. Really? He don't really look older, but I get what she mean. But I'm gonna let that be. So Eric, okay, up here, then goes on a date with Leilani. The fact that he said, we were flirting with each other, you know what I'm saying? I like how she look. You know what I'm saying? She's my type. I was like, of course. He does have a type. We're gonna make that clear. But I feel like your head is balding. Shave your head. You will be so much more attractive with a bald head versus that bald spot growing in your girl. I was like, please stop laying your head down. I don't want to see the bald spot. Anyway, now they both have kids. Now we found out last week that Jessica had 2 daughters. We found out this week that he has a 13-year-old son. I'm looking like, y'all just up here having children. Okay, it's episode 6 and y'all just mentioned. I'm like, how do y'all kids get? I don't know. I'm leaving that be. So he brings up how it was a great conversation. You know what I'm saying? He liked that she also planned an active activity because he thinks dates can be boring if it's just dinner. Because you can't really, get to know the other person. If you sit and talk, you can. Because knocking volleyballs around, you can't talk besides saying, and that's really it. Active dates are fun too, but don't act like if you go somewhere and sit and talk to someone that isn't a good date. You have to make it good. I love a good conversation, and I'll take a good conversation in any location. What besides the strip club? I want to go to a strip club or some club with loud music because I can't hear you. Anyway, they sit around there, a little picnic or whatever, brings about it. She's divorced. And she said she's not in a rush to get married right now. She can wait it out or whatever. And so while sitting on a little picnic, they all holding hands and looking at each other all lovingly. Hey, hey, hey. Don't do it. Anyway, that was them. Now we do know that we do know, but Darian and Alexia also went on a date because, as he say, I convinced her. After she was mad, she got over it. I convinced her to go out with me. I'm like, whatever. But she said after talking to Dr. Nicole, that's what made her feel like the date was needed. And we talked about two little things or whatever. For her, she's like, I really need you to get rid of that condo. Okay, the condo for me is an issue because I feel like you be doing bullshit around the damn condo. And his thing is, you saying I'm doing stuff and I'm not doing. You making something out of nothing, so ain't nothing going on around. You know what I'm saying, but her point was, as long as they had that condo, he always has an excuse as to where he is when he's gone missing. Okay, if he's gone somewhere, I'm at the condo. And for her, that's an excuse. You always have, because you could be there or not be there, or you could be square. So I want you to get rid of the condo. Now he said, well, look, first of all, you talking about the condo. I feel like you should not be friends. It's whatever her male friend is who he feels like likes her. He wants her to get rid of him. So she then say, if you sell the condo, if you get rid of the condo, I will, stop being friends with whoever I'm friends with. I'm like, that's fucked up. Because if that person is really your friend, I feel like it's crazy to end a friendship over that. Like I had a friend, my eye is like crazy, y'all. Wait, I'm gonna pop off camera so I can scratch my eye. It looks weird. I had a friend who started dating some girl. I think they divorced now, but she did not like the fact that he had female friends. It was me and our other female friend. We were like best friends, and he literally stopped talking to us because the girl was like, I don't want you having female friends. I'm looking like, I've known this nigga for like 10 years. Like, I don't want him. You know? So I never like when anyone, male or female, wants the person they're dealing with to cut off a friend who is not. I don't want that person. It's crazy to me. That to me is a security. But I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, we then see all of them meet up together. Okay, to chit chat with Dr. Nicole. Now, Alexia brings up how she was upset before. That's why she said go to the date to with Darian, but again, she calmed down or whatever, went on a date with Darian. She brings up how they had a date. It was great conversation or whatever. They had, that they discussed things and whatnot, and how they agreed for him to get rid of the condo because that was an issue for her. Okay, it was a real issue for her. And I was like, your real issue should be just him in general. Okay, him in general. But I'm gonna leave that be. Okay, he brings up how it was a great conversation, great communication, whatever. We good right now, honey. When Jessica said, I can't believe that just after a week they good now because how? I mean, I don't think any of y'all are good. Truth be told, not even you and Eric. But I'm gonna leave that be. So they then asked Alexia about her date with old boy or whatever, and she's like, but I feel like it would have been third date. So she's like, I feel like for him, I just feel friend vibes. So I'm not going to do a third date or whatever. I'm like, okay, I don't blame her. I also felt like they both had friend vibes, but it was still good for her to feel like she was out of her comfort zone. No. That she was comfortable in her own space is what I'll say. So they then asked Darian, last week we told you to focus on your stuff with Kai. But this is the thing. They asked him, not Kai, well, Alexia. They asked him last week, did he want a fifth date with Kai? He said no because he didn't want to keep playing around in that girl's cooch. And this week they said because they felt like he, did not really say no for the right reasons. She asked again, so do you want a fifth date with Kai? He says no, okay, because that's Pandora's box. I want to keep it closed, leave it be. I said, Pandora's box, all right. And so I liked that Dr. Nicole then said, okay, that's fine. However, but because you was on 4 dates with her, you need to give her closure. Okay, so you need to meet with her, whatever, and respect her enough to let her know why you are no longer going to date her. And I'm like, I think that's fine. Okay, I think it's fine. But him, like, I don't know how it's gonna go. It's gonna go rather mess. It's gonna be real messy. It's gonna be messy. Okay, but I like that they're making him close that on out without letting him just be free of the bullshit he has created. So with Jessica and Eric, she brings about she liked her date and how he made it so clear that she has great communication skills or whatever. And I like that, whatever. And he liked that about me. And I'm looking like, Eric said, well, I think it's great. You know what I'm saying? I just want her to bring that home and talk to me, okay? Because that ain't what she do. And then she brings about, well, for me, I get just aggravated and frustrated because you would ask me a billion questions about my day. It's like an interrogation. This fool said, we got asked about her day, like what happened or whatever. And, I'm trying to search for what she did that day. And I'm like, not searching. This fool said, you don't think there's anything wrong with someone questioning their girlfriend, to figure out what's going on. I'm looking like, but why you keep, like, what are you looking for? I woke up, I took a shower, I used the bathroom, I got dressed, went to work, was around white folk, had some lunch, went to like 4 or 5 meetings, okay? Then went to a fifth five meeting, and I came home. What else you want to know? Well, who was the meeting with? Well, who else was there? Did you stop at the gas station? I'm like, I just told what the fuck I did. So it's like, again, why does anyone want to interrogate someone to try to find an answer? Just ask me the question. Did you suck dick today? No, I didn't. Not at all. Did someone bang you out? No, just you this morning. That's all it was. Okay. So again, it's like, ask me what you want to know. Did you fuck somebody at work? No, not today. Not yesterday either. I mean, ask me again tomorrow. But no, it's like, ask what you really want to know, sir. Anyway, Dr. Nicole explained, like, first of all, you have to realize that you put her in the hot seat by continuously questioning her every day about what she did. No one likes that, bro. No one. You're looking for answers for something, and that says more about you than her. Okay, that's about you, not her. And y'all either trust each other or y'all don't. Okay, that's not a meaningful relationship because it isn't. Okay, that is crazy. Now, when he brings up how he had a great day with old girl and kept saying how pretty she was and saying how she had a pretty accent, we kept talking and blah 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 blah, and that she has everything. No, he found out all the things he wanted to know because he asked her all these questions and she answered them. And then Jessica say, well, of course. And saying, of course she don't matter because she's getting to know you. And Dr. Coke's like, do y'all realize y'all do the exact same thing that y'all complain that the other one do? Like, y'all have it's crazy how they both have the same reaction to the simplest shit, but they complain about it to the other person. I'm gonna let that be. So they asked about, do you want more dates? So they both say yes. He said yes to a second date with the Leilani girl, and she said yes to a third date with, I think was the boy, his name Derek, Sean, I don't know, whoever, but they both going on second dates. Okay, we then get to LaRonda and Sean. I'm like, Lord Jesus. Okay. Now she brings up her date was a nice guy and that they had things in common and that he was attractive, but he was also older and not her typical, dating age person. Again, they had a good time. And as long as they mesh well and they can vibe or whatever, she wouldn't mind, dating him. Okay. Sean say how when they asked with Sean how you feel about that, I'm okay. I didn't throw up. Nasty ass. So Sean says that it was also cool, that she was attractive, okay, but he learned that if you go looking for something, you may never find it or whatever. I was like, what is he talking about? Okay. But he then bring up how he's gonna basically keep picking LaRonda versus, picking these girls that he's attracted to. And, Dr. Nicole was like, a lot of your dates are like that. Like, you will like each girl or whatever and say how great it is, but you then won't, you won't go further, whatever. You keep picking LaRonda. He said, no, she said it's only great to choose LaRonda if you are not choosing her out of fear of losing her. Okay. And when she said no, she said you gotta stop suppressing how you feel out of fear. because you keep saying, well, no, I'm gonna stop it right here from dating because you can't trust yourself, basically, or whatever. When he said, well, how far do y'all want us to go on these dates? She said, that's a question that you need to answer. Okay, that ain't on us. And I feel like he like, am I supposed to fuck her? Like, is fucking her too far? Yes, fucking her will be too far. That is always too far. Okay. But I like how she, that's a question for you to answer, whatever, but you need to stop going on dates and stopping yourself because you don't trust you. The point of you being here is to figure out what you want. Okay. And then went up. But before it went up, baby, the preview of Darion meeting up with Kai to tell Kai he does not want to stay her any longer. And then she said, when you were thinking about that when you was fucking me, I was like, now, first of all, we've been saying for a couple weeks that he was banging her. Okay, that it was fucking. And that's why she kept telling him, well, I made it on the panel. And that's why she kept making it feel like he had to choose because, again, he's banging her too. They're on that shit. Look, I know sometimes they will play clips to make us feel like something gonna happen and it may not really be that. I don't see any other reason she would say that unless it happens. If you fuck that girl and then stop fucking that girl because she was forcing you to choose, you ain't shit. Darion, you ain't shit. And I'm like, but we're gonna have to see. Okay, so anyway, do not forget to like this video. Okay, subscribe to my channel, this channel, and also to Corner Talk. And again, the link to my Corner Talk backup channel is in the description box below. Follow me on social media at JLeesCorner on Twitter. Okay, at J_Lees_Corner on IG. CashApp, of course, is also JLeesCorner. Other than that, I will see y'all next time. Okay. Have a good day. Because I'm going to probably put this up Monday morning. So, again, have a good day. Love you all. Gotta go. Bye-bye.